Now the timer's going. It's okay. My God. Technical issues.
Ask if they like my nail polish.
We just wanted to get your feedback. Wow. All right, we're actually live now. Wow, that was frustrating. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. That never happens. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to watch for a few seconds and make sure we're good.
Looks like
okay. People are watching and we are live.
Make sure I can hear you.
I can hear me and I heard you. Okay. Good morning, everybody. That was fun. I have been in this office for an hour playing with the iPad, getting it all set up, trying to get the best, everything I could possibly get. And then we try to go live and it doesn't work. Because you can't plan for everything. And sometimes technology hates me. So I'm sure you guys have heard that or felt that way before. Okay, everybody's watching.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay. Friday.
And they can hear us.
And they can hear us. Okay. Are you getting any comments?
Just good morning, good morning, good morning.
Comments are not coming up on my phone, so my phone is gone. Gone.
Okay, you guys can talk about her now because you can't see it.
I can't see it, so you can say snotty things, but don't, because it hurts my feelings. Just like when people leave angry faces on my videos. It still hurts my feelings because I do have them. Good morning, everybody. Oh, you know what? I know that the mics are on, but I feel like I should turn the volume up. So hang on 1 second, because I think I turned it down before.
I would do it for you, but I'd probably knock it over.
Okay, we are all the way up. Done. Okay, I promise that's it. Well, I don't promise, but I'm going to hope that that's it. All right, good morning, everybody. It is 11:03. We're going to do our drawing today, and because Barb's here, she gets to pick. And Barb, I have something fun for you to do.
Really? I love fun things.
I know you do. So you guys know that on Wednesdays and Thursdays, for no reason whatsoever, I pick 2 names. We only have 2 days left. We have today and tomorrow. So I think today Barb should decide how many names we pick. As long as she doesn't pick 30, because that's a lot. So I'm going to let her pick how many names.
Do you want me to tell you, or you want me to just keep picking
I want
until
you to tell me. I want
until
you
you
to
tell me to stop? Let's go for 5.
5. Why not? Barb's going to pick 5 names. She's going to shake it up. She's going to pick 5 names.
Off the screen here.
What do you guys think about that? Extra time. Let's get some newbies. Let's get some people that have been waiting for 28 days.
Diane Ackerley.
I don't know that name. She has not been picked yet. Diane Ackerley, prize number 1. Winner number 1.
Diana McCrae.
Diana McCrae. I think that's her 3rd time. Congrats, Diana.
Let me mix them all up here.
She's mixing them. She's digging deep.
Jackie Rose.
Jackie Rose, 2-time winner.
Come on, let's find somebody that
Let's get some
won.
newbies.
Oop, oop, oop.
Oh. She's getting there.
Connie Isaac.
Connie Isaac.
She won before?
She did win before.
So.
And one more. Let's go for a newbie. Get a newbie.
Roberta Dapson.
Roberta Dapson. All right, we have 5 winners. Roberta, Connie, Jackie, Diane, and Diana. And I am going to post all of that later. Remember, we do this at the end. So I will post your names later if you're not watching. Let's see what you 5 lucky ladies are going to win today.
Let me dig deep here.
It's our last day eve. We have 1 more drawing after this. What'd we get? What'd we get?
A 9x27 cork of your choice.
9x27, ladies. So make your decisions, because I'm going to send you an email. Your order's not going to go out until Monday, so you'll have a little time to decide. But Barb says it's going out today. Well,
if they send it,
I have to send them their email. So because they get their coupon code. Don't leave. Stay here, watch the video. Go do it later. We'll send it out on Monday. So those were our winners. We have 1 more day, 1 day, and that means after tomorrow, I am free for a little while. So if you are new, or if you need a refresher, let's talk about the 30 days of giveaways, because we're going to do part 2 very soon. 30 days of giveaways, the gist of it. The listing will be for sale on Sunday. I'm going to wait until the drawing is 100% done so there's no confusion. On Sunday, I will upload it. It's the same little thing, little square. It'll be on the home page right at the top, and this time it's orange because it's fall. So tickets are going to go on sale on Sunday. They will go on sale until sometime towards the end of September. I'll pick a date and put it in the listing. Please, 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 if you want to get a ticket, get it sooner rather than later. I have to make the deadline and stick with it this time because I was super stressed out. I was literally printing these names and prizes at 6 a.m. on Friday, the day that we started our drawing. So please don't do that to me. So how the 30 days works, it is $30 for a ticket. You get your name in the drawing for 30 different prizes. So 30 times you can win. And as you saw today, we had some duplicates, we have some newbies. There is no guarantee. You could buy 40 tickets and still not win. It's just the luck of the draw. So that being said, why would you want to give me $30 and maybe not win anything? Because half the proceeds go to a charity. I have not chosen the charity yet. The last time, the July-August raffle, I gave $630, thanks to you guys, to the Mohawk Hudson Humane Society. That is the local animal shelter closest to me. I am an animal lover, so I picked animals. Will I pick animals again? I don't know. I haven't decided. But whatever the charity is, I always let you guys know how much we sent, and thanks to you, we sent $630. So your name goes in. You can win up to 30 times. Your name gets picked over and over again. It's in the bag. It stays in the bag. The prizes range from, we had patterns, we had pieces of hardware, we had cork, we had kits. The kit of your choice, I think, was one of the top prizes. We've had all sorts of different things, and stuff is always changing. We're always adding new things to the website. That was a hint for what's coming up soon. But there's all sorts of prizes. The prizes range from small to extra large, and a lot of times you get to choose. When you win, I send you an email. I tell you our next ship date so that you know when you need to tell me your prize by. If you just want your prize, you answer whatever questions I need. Maybe it's a color, maybe it's a kit, whatever that is. Otherwise, you also get a 10% off coupon. So let's say you want a set of icicles and you're like, well, this is my chance. I want to get the Ellie pattern and I want to get some more cork and fabric. You can use your 10% off coupon for that order. So you definitely do win. Even if you don't win, stay tuned tomorrow because I do have a little something extra for all of my non-winners. Because everybody is a winner, I'm going to make sure that everybody walks away with something because I appreciate your donation for charity. So that's the roundabout gist of it. I am going to be posting 10 more times at least about the 30 days of giveaways because I don't want anyone to miss out. We had a lot of people that were kind of disappointed that they missed out. So I'm going to make sure. So if you're not following the page, follow it, get the notifications, make sure you know what's going on. We try to post once a day, so it's not a lot of stuff in your face. If you have questions, email me. So 30 days, one more drawing tomorrow. That will be at 11, and then I am done. So that's my pen. That's your pen. I'm just making sure you know. That's your pen. This is my pen. So 30 days. I told you guys about that. I have to keep track. Otherwise, I don't remember anything. Okay. So as always, like, follow, and share. That is the best way to get information and find out what we're doing. I have, as of this morning, 400 and I think it was up to 403. I think we had 2 members join the group just this morning. So it's like 402 or 403. So that's awesome, you guys. Barb, because Barb tells me what to do, and sometimes I listen. Barb thinks 402. Barb says that when we get to 500, that we should have some kind of giveaway. So if you guys want to help me get the Facebook group to 500, go invite your friends that like to make bags, especially my bags, because that's what the group's about, and go tell your friends. And if you haven't joined, come join us. It's a super awesome, positive group. We will not allow the nonsense. I've seen it in other groups. This group is not going to be one of those that gets taken down because people are mean to each other. I'm just going to take you out of the group. So that's why we're all nice to each other. So I'm going to give a little shout out now to one of our group members, Katie. I've known Katie for a few years now. I met her through the main quilt show, which sadly I did not get to go to last month because it was canceled due to 2020 being a giant, but whatever. But Katie and her mom are super awesome, and Katie has bought stuff from me throughout the years, and she posted a picture the other day of some really cool canvas and cork, and she posted this morning her all-around tote. And I have to say, and she's gotten a few compliments on this, Katie, your photography skills are awesome. She's got it hanging on like a bicycle. It's just the coolest picture. I want to step up my photography game now. I need an old bike. And the bag looks awesome. It has cat canvas. It's so cute. So cute. But thank you for the post and for everybody, you know, telling her how nice it is. So that could be you. You can post something on there and then everyone can tell you that you're awesome, because they all do. Barb and I moderate everything. We go through and we look at all of it, and you guys are rock stars. So Katie, nice job. And everybody, awesome job. Also, Charlie, how fast do you sew, dude? Seriously. We had a pop-up sale. I shipped your stuff on Friday. I don't even know if it went out until Saturday. And by like what, Monday or Tuesday, Charlie had a bag made with his winnings. Like, that's awesome. So there's such cool stuff on there, and that made me really sad that I can't get any more of the fox fabric or the peach cork. It was so pretty. You saw the bag, right? It was so pretty. So you guys are awesome.
You know what his comment is?
Oh, he's got a comment.
If you kick out the disruptive members of the group, you'll get back down to 87 members. I'll be the first to be kicked out.
That is not true. No. None of you are disruptive. You guys are all awesome.
Not at all.
So since we're talking about the group, I gave you guys a challenge. I issued you a challenge, and I hope that you'll still do something and tell me about it. I told you during the month of August, I want you to try something new. Try a pattern of mine you haven't tried. Try using cork if you haven't tried it. Try working with wool if you want. We did some of that last week. Sorry, I'm falling off my chair. I'm slippery, I guess. Try something different that you haven't tried yet, because I like when you open up and you try new things and you find something else awesome that you love. So for me, that is still the Decoville. Excuse me, update on the Decoville. There is no update. I'm still waiting for the distributor to get it. We talked to them yesterday. They are still waiting for Pellon to send their shipment. So send all your positive thoughts to Pellon. Let's get that stuff in, because I know you guys want Decoville, and I am going to carry it as soon as I can get it. I am still experimenting with it, and I think next week I'll tell you my thoughts on Decoville and what I've discovered that I like and don't like. For me, my new thing is also a new pattern, which I will show you guys in a few minutes. I'm gonna go through all the other stuff first, and then I'll show you the new pattern. So that's your August challenge. Post something in the group, try something new that you haven't tried. Let's see here. Cork Club. Cork Club, the listing is up. We've already got a bunch of people signed up for Cork Club. If you're interested, I would say if you want to be in the September shipment, which will be the first shipment on or around the 15th, I would say sign up by early September at the latest. Cork Club, if you haven't heard or if you forgot, is going to be a monthly, I'm not calling it a subscription because it is a pay up front club, but it's a monthly package that shows up in your mail. You get a pretty pink envelope full of cork that you don't know. It'll be a surprise. You might have some already, and you might own those colors, or they might be brand new to you. It's a great way to build your cork stash. You get 3 9x27 pieces for each month that you pay for. We have 3, 6, and 12-month subscriptions. You do have to pay up front just because that's how my website works. And if I'm being honest, I'm only one person. It's hard for me to track everybody down each month to try to make sure, you know, that we're taken care of. So if you want to, you know, start out with a 3-month, see how it goes. You will not get any duplicates. Whether you do 3 months or a year, you will not get any duplicates. I can't guarantee you won't duplicate something you have, but we will not send out the same one. I have enough to do 2 solid years of Cork Club without duplicating.
Yes,
we have a lot of colors and prints. So you will get colors, metallics, prints. It will be a mix. We're gonna pick them per month and we're gonna surprise you. And Barb and Marlene might be doing some of the picking. So you might get one of their picks. Let's see, so that is up. If for some reason you're not enticed by it yet, or you are watching this video in the future and you're like, oh shoot, I missed out, you can sign up anytime. So if you sign up for September, then you're gonna get the September shipment. That's when your, you know, subscription will start. If you decide in October that you really wish you would have signed up, then you'll start in October. So whenever you sign up, we won't go backwards. You won't get anything back. You'll just start from that month and you'll go forward. So that way, if, you know, like I said, you might be watching this in, November for all I know, scrolling through videos. You can sign up anytime. I'm not going to close it off. So you'll just start that month and go forward. I think that was it for that. Yes.
Somebody asked if you could repeat what you receive each month.
What you receive each month is 3 9x27 pieces. So a 9x27 would be enough for the bottom of Ellie. You could do a 9x27 for a bag like this. A 9x27 will work on, I don't know, a new bag I'm going to show you in a minute. A 9x27 is a nice size, and I picked that size instead of our smallest because you can do handles out of the 27 inches. You can even do piece it together and make a long handle. You can do the bottom of a bag. You can make some small projects. So what I'm trying to do is help you guys build up your stash before I give you all of the little gifty ideas that we have set up for you for like September, October. We're going to have some really fun videos, quick, easy gifts that you need to make, you know, for the holidays and get ready for, you know, craft shows and things like that if we ever get to leave again, all that kind of stuff. So I've got a lot planned. The 9x27 is a super versatile size. It's a very popular size for us. So 3 of those, 9x27, and there's a tiny spider. Not anymore. I just smushed him.
Everybody's happy that Ding and Dong get to choose cork.
Yes, Ding and Dong. I don't know if Ding or Dong is going to choose for September, but one of them will. Oh my God. Just the fact that you guys... No, I can't. I can't with you guys.
You got. I mean, that started with Marlene's husband. He called us Ding and Dong. Where's Ding and Dong going today?
Where's Ding and Dong? Well, Ding and Dong are coming to the office on Mondays. So let's see what else I have. Well, today I'm going to give a shout out to my grandfather. He is not with us anymore, but he might be listening wherever he is. My grandfather's birthday is today, and he would be 94 years old.
Oh, wow.
94. I wish he was still here. He would not be able to hear a damn thing that any of us were saying because he couldn't hear when he left us. And he would probably still be rocking white knee socks on his little chicken legs with his shorts and his page boy hat. He always had a matching hat for his outfit. He was a nerd, but he was always dapper. He always was head to toe coordinated. But his socks killed me. And if my mom's watching right now, I know she's cracking up laughing at the fact that his knee socks would be pulled up as high as they could go. And he always had jelly beans. But you never ate his jelly beans because they were usually in his pocket, which is just gross. If he ever said, do you want some jelly beans? You always said, no, I'm good, I just ate.
Someone would like, Darlene would like you to remind them how to sign up for Cork Club.
Yes, so, and that's a good reminder. I'm going to give you a quick little technology know-how. We're going to do a technology minute. So, if you want to sign up for Cork Club, if you want to buy anything from us, if you want to contact us, that you do through the website. I don't sell items on Facebook or on the group or on the page, with one exception, the flash sale we had last week. Anything that I am telling you we have for sale is always on the website. It is usually either on the home page, so it's right in your face when you open it up, or it's in the category it fits in. Cork Club is on the Cork page. Click on Cork, it's right up at the top of the website. Scroll down underneath the color charts, and it is literally the first item. It's green and blue and bright color, and it says Cork Club with an exclamation point. Click shop, and you can decide what subscription you want to purchase. So anything we sell always goes through the website. If you are looking for a file, if I have told you that there's a file, like the mini Abby bag, the files are on the group. You have to be a group member to access a file. And that's not a pattern. That's just like if I do a tutorial on paper, if I have like I did the Abby bag, I printed templates and notes. Files are in the Facebook group. The Facebook page is what you guys are on right now. That's where we do our videos. That's where I announce everything. So if you are ever feeling like you have missed something, make sure you are following the page and that you like our page. That's going to put me into your Facebook timeline. It's going to put me in front of you whenever you're on Facebook. You're going to get my notifications. I know it's confusing. I know that not all of us are tech savvy. I just had a tech moment this morning, so don't worry about it. But just so that we're clear on all of those, Facebook group is to post patterns, to ask questions about patterns, to access special files, maybe a special group, something if we hit 500 members. That was a hint. Facebook page is general. Follow it and like it, and you will get all the notifications. And the website is where everything is sold. I think that was good.
That was
good. Okay. I know it's confusing sometimes, and there's just so many things to know, and you think you're part of something and you're not, and I get that. Also on technology, don't forget I have a YouTube channel. I don't know how that happened, but they let me have one. That is linked on top of the website. There's little tiny icons. You can click the YouTube one, or you can search So Many Creations. The picture on it is the same one on the group. It's rainbow color cork with a circle that says So Many Creations. Why am I bringing that up again? Because there's a brand new video up, and the video has to do with what we're going to talk about today, and there may be some more videos on that, but today's topic is going to be drop-in linings versus turnstile bags. And the reason I'm talking about that is because the pattern release that I have been tormenting you all with for 2 weeks now, you can do either technique to finish it. And I'm going to show you that. It's almost up. It's almost up. I am crossing off things. Before we get into that, we're going to finish up with our get to know me question, because we've been doing this for a few weeks now. So you guys get to know Barb and I, and then you tell me if you want to share some things with me. And this is, I always think, one of the more interesting dynamics of my family that not everybody knows, so I like to share this. So today's get to know me question is about your siblings. And my sister is the one who suggested different terms for bags when we were talking about ideas for Facebook topics, and that led me to, oh, a drop lining. Not everybody knows what that is. So because she kind of inspired this one, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my family dynamic. It's weird. Some of you know, some of you don't. I am technically the oldest, but I have not always been. I was an only child for 18 years and 50 weeks to the day. My sister was born 2 weeks before I turned 19. So I went off to college, my mom had a baby. So it's a weird thing. I wouldn't suggest it for everybody. It's definitely interesting when you go out to a store with your mother and your sister and everyone assumes that you're the mother and that's the grandma. And that's not the case. I'm pretty sure people I went to high school with still think that's my baby. She is not. But yes, my sister turned 21 this year and I turned 40. We had our special birthdays together for the first time ever, and we couldn't do anything to celebrate. It's our fault. It's our. I'll take the blame for 2020. But yeah, so I am now the oldest. But for the first almost 19 years of my life, I was an only child because of the age difference, and because I had already moved out pretty much by the time she was born. I went to college and didn't really come back. My sister is also an only child, so it's very interesting when you have an age span like that you don't really grow up together. So we have a sister relationship now, but we definitely didn't when she was younger, because it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
What does a 20-year-old have in common with a child? So that's my wacky family, and there will be somebody I know that will post on the page and go, I have a brother who's 18 years older or something. I'm waiting for it. Now Barb, I know, has brothers. And I don't remember. Are you the youngest?
I'm the baby.
You're the baby.
I am the baby. The spoiled baby, they would say.
That's my sister. The baby's always spoiled.
But they spoil me too, so that's okay. And one lives in Pennsylvania, the other lives in Myrtle Beach.
That's spoiled right there. You get to go visit Myrtle Beach.
And he keeps bugging me saying, oh, there's some really nice houses for sale, Barb. You should come down.
No, she can't leave. Sorry, Barb's brother. What's your brother's name?
Gary.
Gary. No, I know he's not watching, but I'm telling him anyway. She can't come. So yeah, my sister just left yesterday to go back to Ohio because she is a senior in college. And this will be the strangest senior year that anyone's ever had in college, but they're going to make it work. I know it. So my sister is either going to be a doctor or a veterinarian or maybe a dentist. I don't know, something that has nothing to do with sewing, because we don't have that in common. But we both like true crime and horror movies, so we bond over that, and making fun of my mom. Sorry, Mom, I love you. Okay, so you guys want to see what's new? I know you do. I'll give you a hint. Her name was, she was a showgirl.
You gonna dance too?
My dancing isn't much better than my singing, so no.
Okay.
When I dance, my husband says, careful, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah.
So I just want to say to all of you, I'm going to take my sweater off because it's getting warm in here. To all of you a few weeks ago that I asked to help me pick out a coordinate for the Moroccan tiles, you guys are not helpful at all. Because I counted the numbers for each color and it was split down the middle, tied between tomato and medium blue-green, and a few of you that took pity on Iris and said, I like the purple. So I decided to make my brand new pattern, the Lola Crossbody. I did it in the medium blue-green, and I also did it in the tomato. And now I can't decide which one I like better because you guys confused me. I thought this was my favorite. I thought I liked this one, even though how many times have I told you I'm not a red person. We know Barb likes this one because she likes blue better. But now I don't know which one I like. My husband said he likes the brass hardware better than the gunmetal. I like them both. I don't know which one I like. And I decided to make kits for both of them because you guys like kits. So this is Lola. I'm going to show you the other two and then I'll show you what is special about her inside. She's special inside. Welcome to the I Say Stupid Things show, hosted by me, Jessica.
Marlene likes red.
Marlene likes red?
Yeah.
Okay.
So does Linda.
So does Linda. Somebody else I know likes blue. This is that new canvas I showed you guys a couple weeks ago. This is the natural.
Charlie likes the blue.
Charlie likes the blue. See, you guys don't help. You just make it
red
harder.
Is awesome.
See? You just make my life harder. You keep telling me. Charlie, I think, was the first one that
like
said
50-50.
yes. Do them. So I did 50-50. I did them. This is the charcoal metallic fleck with the new light color canvas. And at the moment, and I will change my mind 50 times, this is my favorite one.
Somebody already said they like that
This
one.
is my favorite one. This one has a very, I don't know, high-end Coach kind of feel to it with like the pink, you know. It's not practical because I am a slob. I will get this dirty, but I really love this. So these are all kits. So what is special about Lola? Lola has a cork bottom. The cork bottom and handle can be made out of a 9x27, or the top and the handle can be a 9x27. It depends on if you're doing canvas or cork. So for this bag right here, it's a 9x27 of the tiles and a 9x12 of the red. Super easy, not a lot of cork. This one right here, we flip-flop because we did the canvas, so it's 9x27 of the pink and a fat quarter of fabric. It does not take a ton of fabric. I added handmade tags on all of them because I always do. And this one actually has really nice gold in it, but I went with the rose gold and I just really like that.
That's pretty.
It has a nice adjustable handle here. All right, because I know I have gotten used to having adjustable handles. I love them. That uses our 1/2-inch hardware. And inside, now I don't know if somebody emailed me this question or commented on something. I cannot keep track, but somebody said to me, you have a tote bag that has a center divider. Do you have a purse that has a center divider? And my answer was no. But now my answer is yes. Where is it? There it is. Don't mind this one. I did it with scraps at home. Yours will not have mushrooms inside of it. Here, I'll show you one that looks nice.
They're available to order now, right?
They are on the website this morning. So there's your center divider. It has a recessed zippered closure and it has a zippered pocket. So what I did is I made you guys a video that talks about 2 different styles of lining. A turnstile lining, which is what I do in the majority of my patterns, where you take, oh, shoot, I had my pieces and they're over there. Would you grab them?
What are you looking for?
They're under, in front of the chair. It's some of the juniper fabric. There's little samples. Sorry, guys. So a turnstile bag is what I teach you in the patterns, where you take your lining and your outside, you put the outside in the lining. Thanks, Barb. So you have your finished bag. This is my outside. And you have your lining, and you would put the outside in the lining. But for this bag with the divider, you can do that. It still works, and it shows you how in the video. But you can also do a drop lining. And I don't do a lot of drop linings, but when I do, I have some techniques. So I'm going to show you how I do my drop lining. And this is also in the video. So if you don't really want to pay attention now, or if it doesn't make sense, you can watch it on YouTube. It will be much more precise. So I'm going to move these out of the way.
Everybody loves them.
Thank you. And it's a nice size. It's not too big, not too small. It's perfect.
And you made all those samples because Marlene says one's for her and one's for me?
Oh, is that how it works?
That's why you made 4 samples, so you could give
mine,
2 away?
Yours,
Marlene's,
and then we have an extra?
Then you can keep that one for a sample.
You guys are the best. You're so good to me.
You're
My
so
employees
good to
are
us.
amazing.
She really is good.
My husband has new employees, and he's already asked if I'm going to make a bag for one of their wives, and I was like, get out of my office. So let's go over. Here he comes. Let's go over the 2 different styles of bags, of ways to finish your bag. So first things first, and you guys, if you've done any of my patterns, you already know this. It's a very easy technique. It's what I do for everything. I have not written a drop lining technique into any of the patterns, including Lola. And here's Lola, so you can see her. So it is not written in there because I did the video for you. But a lot of bag makers prefer to do a drop lining, and I'll tell you why there's a benefit to it and why I don't tend to do it. So this is my regular technique. My outside is done, handles would be sewn on, hardware in place, everything on the outside is finished. My lining is also done. If there's a recessed zipper, if there's pockets, that's all done. And there's a hole. There always has to be an opening. Usually it's in the bottom, but with Lola, it's actually different. And I'll show you that. It's also in the video, but I'll show you how I did that. There's always got to be an opening because we have to turn. It's a turn style bag. So all you do is you take your outside, you put it inside the lining, and this always feels backwards if you're new to bag making because you feel like you should be doing it the opposite way. And once you put that in, you line everything up, you sew around your top, and you use that opening to pull through. So that's how you turn your bag.
You birth it.
You birth it. I don't do that. You birth your bag, you turn it, you pillowcase it, you do whatever term you want to use. So that's how we do our bags. Yes.
Somebody wants to know what size the Lola is.
The Lola is 10 wide, so it's 10 this way, 8.5 high, and 2 inches deep. She's little, but she's feisty. She's full of stuff. And so is the Lola that I named it after. She's an itty bitty little teeny tiny thing, and she's feisty. So, all right. So that's our regular technique. Now, when you do one of these bags, inside you have your divider, and unlike the all-around tote, the divider is only attached on the sides. It's not on the bottom. You could hand stitch it if you wanted to. You could try to, put it in. It's not the way I designed that particular bag. That divider is just to separate 2 things. It's not like a true divider. This one is sewn into the bottom. Let's see if I can pull it up. Probably not, but I'm going to try. This is actually sewn into the bottom.
I'm making a mess of my bag.
This is not the one you wanted, so it's fine.
I want that one too.
Oh, you want everything.
Yeah.
So the divider is sewn into the bottom.
Somebody already ordered it. Guess who?
Judy.
Sue.
Oh.
No, Sue Smith.
Because Judy already watched the video. So right down here, it is attached. But do you see this little thing right here? There's 2 little openings on the side, and the reason for that, it makes sense when you're making it. It's hard to see it now. The reason that there's these little openings is because if you try to get it sewn into the bottom, into the corners, into the sides, I'm pretty sure that you would never speak to me again. I tried to do it, and I'm not going to say it doesn't work, because I guarantee you somebody could figure it out, but for the sake of pattern writing and not making all of you hate me, because I'm pretty sure you guys like me, I want to keep it that way, keep our relationship good, there is a little opening. I'm not concerned about it because whatever I'm putting on one side is probably not going to sneak under there. I'm thinking I would do like my wallet on one side, maybe, like car key, things like that that are big enough. So technically it is attached in the bottom and the sides, but it's not on the 2 little corners. So how do you turn this then if the divider is sewn into the bottom? Through the zippered pocket.
Can you explain where the website is on there? Because somebody just said, please put the website on here.
The website is linked up at the top of the page.
The top of the page?
Yes.
So Anne, look at the top of the page and you'll find the website.
If you want to type it in to reply to her, you have to do the www, and it'll pop up with a box for her that she could click on. The website is linked in the information part of the page, which I don't know. It depends on your device. It's either at the top or to the left, I think. So this right here is actually my zippered pocket. That's how I turn the bag. So that is explained to you in the pattern, and it's also explained to you in the tutorial that I uploaded on YouTube. So that's another way, if you want to turn any of your bags, you could turn them through the zippered pocket if you have one. So it's the same zippered pocket technique that we always use. It's just like the video that's also on YouTube. The only difference is you leave an opening in the pocket. So I did that so that I could completely sew the divider in. So let's say that that is not working for you, and it can get a little tricky. The bag itself is easy up until the very end of finishing, because you're taking your inside or your outside and trying to tuck it into one side and trying to clip it. I've given you tips, I've showed you in the video, but if that is just not working for you, you can try doing a drop lining. I don't do a lot of drop linings, and the reason is they're tedious in the prep work. And with anything that I do, I don't love the prep part, I like the sewing part. And the prep part just doesn't make me excited. But let's say that you have a very stiff fabric, or a purse with a divider, something that has a lot going on inside, something that has like a plastic window for an ID, something that you don't want to keep turning, something that you've pressed really well and you don't want to touch any more than you have to. A drop lining is a great way to get around that, because once you've finished your outside and it's all pressed and ready, you don't have to turn this again. And once you finish your lining, that's also done. But what you need to do is to prep your top edge. So can you guys see that right here on my lining, I have folded away from I folded towards the inner facing, and you can see on the outside, hopefully it's picking up, that I folded that in. What you want to do with a drop lining is prep your top edges so that you can just take the lining, put it inside, so there's no holes, there's no openings to turn, there's nothing. You're done after this. You tuck that in, and because you have two clean edges, you clip or pin, you take it to your machine, and you top stitch around. So one of these bags was done turnstile and one was done with a drop lining. Can you tell the difference? I bet you can't. And the biggest difference is I do less top stitching. I do I should say a smaller amount of top stitching. My top stitching on the top of my bag is usually 1/4 of an inch. With the technique, the way that I do it, I do 1/8 of an inch. It still finishes and looks the same way. You would never know which one of these had a drop lining. So I'm gonna do just a really quick prep. I forgot my tape too. I did a really good job of preparing today.
What kind of tape?
My fusible tape. It might be in the pink So Many Creations bag. This is why I need Barb. Gary, you can't have her. Because I forget everything. So there's a full tutorial on this in that video that I just linked, but I will show you kind of quickly. I didn't plug the iron in, it gets too hot in here.
I don't see any.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
So yeah, it's fine. So what I would do here, we're going to pretend you guys are good, and then you can go watch the other video and it will make more sense. So what I do in this style bag, the regular turnstile, is I finish both of these, I box the corners, I do everything, and I leave the opening. When I do a drop lining, I don't box my corners, not yet. I do my sides and I do the bottom, and that's on the lining as well as the outside. I prep them both. I skip the corners until after I do the top part. And what I like to do is I take that fusible tape, the tape that I talk about. Actually, there's a box right there. We sell it. Down,
down,
over, by the scissors. Are we ding and dong? So this is the 1/4 inch fusible tape that I sell. This is the tape I use for zippered pockets. This is the tape that I guarantee you already have if you've done any of my patterns. So I take this tape and I run a piece of this tape right along the top edge. Right along here, I line it right up. I fuse it down, I flip it over, I do it on the other side. So now I have this fused down, I don't take the paper off. What I do then is I take a pen, like a regular ballpoint pen, and I grab a ruler, and I use my ruler and I run the pen up and down, and I score right next to the paper. So if my tape is right here, I score right underneath it, right up against the edge of the paper. It's a technique that I also use in the Prima Diva when I'm folding the fabric. Use a regular ballpoint pen, run it across there, and then what happens is, once you take that paper off, your fabric just folds right on that score line, and I just start working it around, and I press it down. Because I have the tape, I can fuse it. A lot of people don't use tape, they just press a nice edge. Whenever I do that, it looks like this in the end. The tape keeps it straight. When I get over to here on the corners, I don't know why this is so dirty, it's kind of gross. I don't know what happened, I might have stepped on it. I open that with my fingers, the seam, and then I fold that down. And then I keep working around. This is why if you keep it flat, it's easier to work with. Once I have pressed and fused, and there's no fusible on where the little seams are, but it will still be just fine. Once I have fused that and pressed it, then I box the corners, and then I do this. Put the lining inside the outside, I clip it, I line up my side seams, and I just zip around and top stitch, and I'm done. And actually, I held up the wrong bag, it's this bag. Can you see? Probably not, but right here is my top stitching, my 1/8 of an inch. My lining is set right down. The one thing you can also do with this is that you can make sure, if you really want to push your lining down a little bit so that there's none of it peeking up, like with cork, you could do that. So I just kind of get that all in place. I clip it or pin it, take it to the machine, I top stitch it, and I'm done. Where with this kind of bag, I have to turn it, press it, and then top stitch it. So it just depends if you want to do a little bit more prep work or if you are fine with just finishing it the regular way. Like I said, because of the divider, when you're putting the outside in, you have to put it on one side and you're kind of pulling it. Sometimes it helps to sew one side, go back and clip the other and do it. Sometimes you do the whole thing. Don't get frustrated if it doesn't work the first time around and you can't, top stitch all the way around. You do half, you come back and you do the other half. It's not a big deal, but it's always good to have more than one way to finish something because it depends on the bag you're making, the materials you're using. You could be using something really stiff, a leather or a vinyl or something heavy outside that once you've turned it once, you don't want to turn it again and you don't want to pull it through an opening. So just kind of play with that, check out the video and see, what is going to work per bag. Just because I do a turnstile bag for everything that I do doesn't mean that you have to. Have some knowledge so you can decide what works best for whatever you're working on. So I hope that made sense. Again, that's why I did the video, and I actually was ahead of the game and I got it uploaded last night, which never happens.
Very efficient.
So, and I only have...
We had one question.
Yes, and I have one more thing to show you, one new product, yes.
Somebody, Sandy Lamika?
Yes.
She wants to know where you and I met. You remember.
Me and you?
Yes.
At Guild.
Oh, okay.
Barb, I'm not part of the Guild anymore. Our local Guild, just because of all the traveling I was doing, I was never around for the meetings. But Barb and I met 10 years ago. I don't even know. Between 8 and 10 years ago. Yeah, I cannot remember to save my life. She did travel and I did membership.
Yep.
So that's how we met. And then Barb worked at State Farm. And then when she retired, I said, help me. I had somebody here part-time, but she was in high school and then she went to college and left me. No hard feelings. I guess we all need education. It's okay. But she went to college and we started getting busier and accumulating more stuff. And so Barb came in and started shipping the orders. So most of the time the orders are coming from her or Marlene, ever so often me, because I do still ship orders on Wednesdays. But most of the time Barb ships your orders. And she responds to things on the Facebook group, and she helps me with comments on Fridays, because if she's not here on a Friday, it's going to be a real interesting day for me to try to do this by myself.
I have kits to make.
Yes, we have kits to make. So before I let you guys go, and before Barb goes and makes your kits, I have one new item that I want to show you. It's the only thing that's come in new this week, but I'm excited about it. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is not something you have to have. It's not a must-have. Like, I feel like the tape, you want to have this. What I'm about to show you, I want it. I think you would want it, but if you don't want it, I understand. And that is, because I'm going to be honest with you, it's not like, oh, you have to have this to finish a pattern. But when I tell you why, you might want it. It is called Fabric Fusion. Now, this is not to be confused with the Gutermann glue. The Gutermann glue that we sell is metal to fabric. That is for hardware. This is not. This bonds fabric to fabric. So what do you need this for? If you are working on cork, and I've always told you guys, and I still stand by this, you can use cork raw edge. It's fine. It's not going to hurt it. The cork doesn't fray, but the fabric on the back sometimes will fray because it's a cotton blend fabric that's on the back. And I grabbed this sample because it's been around, and there's some little frays. Of course there were. Like right here, there's these little strings. These are not from the cork. These are from the fabric on the back. And some of us are rougher on our bags than others, and sometimes this will drive you crazy. And especially if you're selling your bags or if you're giving them as a gift and you want to just step up your professional game like a little tiny bit, you can take the Fabric Fusion. It's clear, it dries clear, and you don't really notice it. Barb took some to play with. Yeah. You don't really even notice it's there. You just put a little bit on the edge, and you can use your finger or a pin to kind of rub it in, and it seals your edges. So it's going to keep any of that fabric on the back from fraying, and it's going to make it a little bit neater. And for me personally, this is going to go on every bag I make from here on out for my mom, because my mom is super, super rough on her bags. And I've noticed that the cork, the fabric on the back of her cork handles is poking out. So rather than sit there and trim it, I'm going to trim it off and I'm going to smooth it out with this. This will make the edges nice and sealed. You'll see it a lot on high-end leather bags. You see that like almost shiny, smooth edge. It's a sealant. It's not this sealant. There's tons of them on the market, but this is an easy one for me to get a hold of, and it's a decent price. It's 4 ounces. It's $8. But what this is going to do is kind of just help that out a little bit. So if I was making one of these bags, I'm still going to use my regular Gutermann for the hardware. I'm not going to use this. This is not going to do that, but I'm going to take that and put it on my edges. The other place that you can use it, and we talked about this a while back when we were talking about like the jewel and the icicle hardware. If you're putting fabric handles onto this hardware, what I have you do in the pattern, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick up on camera, but I have you leave your interfacing short and you fold this edge over once and then you fold it to the handle and sew it. So underneath here, this is not totally finished. It's just hidden because it's sewed in place. You can use this glue. Barb's dying. She's okay. You can use this glue on the cotton as well. So it's a nice way to seal your edges. It's not fray check. It's better than fray check. Fray check isn't going to help as much. It's not Gutermann. It's kind of in between. So it's not a necessary item, but it's an item that I am going to start carrying on my website, and it's an item I'm going to start using in all of my cork bags on any of my raw edges. Not just handles, but like the Harper bag, like this bag. This has raw edges down here. Sometimes this is cork, sometimes it's fabric. There's no raw edge on the handle down here because of the hardware, but I could put it on this edge. So it's just a little something extra to kind of step up what we're already doing. We want our bags to look professional, not homemade. So let me just double check, but I think that is everything. That is everything. That is everything I had for you guys for today. So tomorrow, last day of the drawing. Sunday, the new tickets go up for sale. Cork Club is up now. Kits for all 4 of these bags are up now. The pattern is downloadable. You can pick and get a paper pattern if you order a kit. Or if you get more than 1 kit, you can choose just 1 pattern. You have to buy it over and over again. And the video's on the YouTube page. And I think that's it. Under an hour. I'm proud of myself. So that's it. So if you guys have any more comments, leave them. Send me an email if you have questions, and I will see you tomorrow at 11, and then next Friday at 11 for another demo. Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.